Bank of America's CEO just announced the unthinkable. He's saying they're going to create their own digital currency if this next legislation is passed, aka their own stable coin, and this is going to completely change the banking system as we know it. Because after the 2008 financial crisis, the US created something called the Dodd-Frank Act. That's where instead of banks being bailed out by the US government, it's going to be bailed in by depositors. Now, what they were going to do in the past with this would be they would take your money, it would be gone forever, and they'd issue you worthless shares after the company went bankrupt. But maybe, just maybe, what this could lead to is instead of bank issuing shares, they may issue this worthless digital currency. So everyone, you need to share this with your family and friends because we're about to see the monetary system reset much bigger than what happened in 1971 when we went off the gold standard. We're seeing the monetary system go from 100% fully backed by gold to partially backed by gold to worthless paper, but at least you could hold that. At least you could hide it from the government if you wanted to, or you could do whatever you want. You could go ahead and do transactions without the government knowing. But now we're heading to a full digital society that where you'll be tracked for every cent, be taxed on absolutely everything, and you have no power or no control unless we stop it right now. So everyone, without further ado, let's get into this crazy story about the plan that Bank of America is about to do very, very soon. Well, everyone, look at this. Bank of America CEO says bank will likely launch its own stablecoin. Now, for those of you that don't know what a stablecoin is, in cryptocurrency, there is very big stablecoins. For example, Tether. Now, these all say that they're 100% fully backed by US dollars, but they have a lot of other assets that are backing this stablecoin. Not exactly they're backed one for one. We can see here their market cap was 140 billion, but the US is wanting to get away from Tether and back other currencies or stablecoins like the USDC, which has a market cap of 56 billion. And we got CNBC reporting on this as well.
Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan says the bank would consider a stablecoin if U.S. regulations allow it. Speaking at the Economic Club of Washington, D.C. on Tuesday, Moynihan said it's pretty clear dollar-backed stablecoins will garner mass adoption. He also said that if the Trump administration and lawmakers on Capitol Hill pass stablecoin legislation, Bank of America would go into the business of stablecoins. Now, that's not unlike the comments Moynihan made to CNBC at the World Economic Forum in Davos. Back in January, he said Bank of America and the broader banking industry would embrace crypto for payments if regulators allow it. Next, Circle's Jeremy Allaire says issuers of dollar-backed stablecoins should have to register in the United States. The CEO of the USDC issuer said in an interview with Bloomberg News that it, quote, shouldn't be a free pass and that you can't ignore US law.
So ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot to unpack in that clip, so let's dive a bit deeper into this story. So I'm quoting the CEO himself. If they make that legal, we'll go into that business, Bank of America CEO said. With David Rubenstein at an economic club of Washington, D.C. You know what they say, everyone? It's a big club and we ain't in it. He says that he believes there will certainly be a US dollar-backed stablecoin, arguing that given these digital assets function just like money market funds or bank accounts, this is dependent on Congress passing legislation, and lawmakers and the White House crypto and AI czar David Sachs have suggested that legislation may move within President Trump's first 100 days. He goes on further to say it's pretty clear there's going to be a stablecoin which is going to be fully dollar-backed. So you have a Bank of American coin and a US dollar deposit, and we'll be able to move them back and forth. Sounds how they could get up some very fishy schemes here, especially with a new industry that's not, or a new technology that they haven't really figured out how to regulate it yet, because now it hasn't been legal for us to do it, but it's just like another foreign currency, he said. But really, it's your own currency that you're making up out of thin air. Compared to firms like JP Morgan and Citigroup, Bank of America has been cautious in its crypto involvement, but shifting regulations may force its hand. So will we see new announcements from the other big banks like JP Morgan and Citigroup, of them announcing their own stablecoin as well. I think it's just a matter of time. While Democrats have expressed concern about the use of stablecoins for illicit activities, Republicans have full control of Congress, making it likely that it will pass a friendly approach to the digital asset, though any final bill will likely need some sort of bipartisan support. So as of right now, it's looking that more likely than not that this legislation could be passed. But what do you guys think? Do you think this bill should go through? Let me know down below. Now, listen to this. This is crazy how fast this sector is growing. It's already a major force in payments, and stablecoins facilitated over 33 trillion in transaction volume over the past year. This is more than Visa and MasterCard combined. This is according to data from Visa. So this is showing how big these stablecoins are getting, and you definitely know the US government wants a slice of the pie. So everyone, like I've been trying to warn about on the channel for the past 3 to 4 years right now, a central bank digital currency will be coming. Even though they keep saying it's not coming, they're just waiting for the right time. We're going to see a lot of banks issue their own currencies as well, so they can fool you. You deposit your money. Again, once you deposit your money in the bank, you're now an unsecured creditor in the bank. When you go ahead and try to get your money out of the bank, they'll make it very, very hard for you to get your money out of the bank. But I think one of their next tools they're going to use to really con the American people is with these own worthless currencies that they're going to create out of thin air. But what's even more worrying is the amount of financial censorship that could be coming. If you say the wrong thing online, if you have what's called, in the dystopian future as wrongthink, they could cancel your digital currency. They could cancel access to your digital bank, and there's nothing you can do about it. But everyone, what do you think about all of this? Let me know down below. Now, for my loyal viewers and subscribers still watching, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.